What it do? It's your boy True Blue back at again for another Vibe Out sesh. Today we get to cover Tory's 6th overall mixtape. And this one's called Mr. Peterson, released in January 1st of 2011. So basically New Year's, man. That's a fun fact. That's definitely the first project he's dropped on New Year's, not Chicks Tape 3 in the New Toronto. So like, I don't know, a little fun fact right there. But this project, I definitely checked it out, I want to say about 4 or 5 months ago. And when I did, I was pleasantly surprised with just the quality of music in this project, especially given that it was, dropped in 2011. Really, it was a good time of hip hop. It really was. Substance was just strong in people's music, and Tory's was no different, man. This project is laced with 12 tracks total, and yeah, it's not even gonna be over an hour, so we should get through this with a breeze. So what I'll do is I'll just split this into 2 halves. I'll do the first 6 tracks here in this vid, and I'll do the next 6 tracks in the next vid. And then I guess we'll go on and move on like that. Alright, y'all? Cool, so y'all already know the drill. We're gonna go ahead and Beep. I'm just playing. We're gonna go ahead and alright, we're gonna go ahead and cut the chat, get in the track, and vibe out. The track number 1. Mr. Peterson, intro.
Damn, baby. Now, Mr. Peterson, this is no ordinary classroom we're talking about. You see, this is classroom 105. Now, I'm warning you, some of these students are not right in their minds. You see, these were the kids who couldn't pay attention in class because they were too busy drawing or writing lyrics in their songbooks. And you being the substitute teacher, Mr. Peterson, I can't lie to you. These kids are looking for a show. Soon as my sneakers hit the tire of the classroom, I am your latest teacher, this is past due. Mr. Class Clown, boy, sit your ass down. I am not issuing hall passes for the bathroom. Mr. Peterson is teaching this. So much so, brother, I'm preaching it, leading it. Students like, oh, he's so secretive. Even secretaries couldn't tell me what my secret is. My first lesson is maneuvership. I'm so fly, I need a stewardess for shoes to fit. So if you got the new, no, I got the newer ears. And I don't even shit on them, it's manure, bitch. My fucking brains on planet Mars. I ride the beat like wheels with some handlebars. My flow iller than a man with a can of sauce. It's Mr. Peterson, baby, I am in charge. Using this music, am I confusing you students? Cause I don't want to, I just want you to get through when you do it. Moving through doing your schooling, cooling with friends that you cool. But you shoot with love for this music, it's like a Ruger from Cuba. They screaming, man on fire. Red so hot that the children would've died. Damn, my hands on fire. It's the best of me and I can't call Maya. 12 foot of rims, suckers can't fall higher. I'm going too hard. That's what my students say, recording is my job. They mock me foolish like you call me a slob. That's what they used to say, but now you ain't even got a choice. Gotta get used to me. It's Mr. Peterson. I'm so gone. I'm so gone. I'm so gone. I'm out of here. Lately, I've been so gone, so gone, so gone. Lately, I've been so gone. It's the Mr. Peterson, Mr. Peterson. I'm so much like a girl. We out of here, baby. We got it, baby. Whoa. We out of here, baby. We out of here, baby. We got it, baby.
And I want to say this real quick. I'm gonna keep it to a minimum because I want to keep the vibe good around here right now, since we vibing to some good old music. I had a couple of people comment me, and it really kind of struck me as just pure ignorance. Mainly because the Tory of today really doesn't explore his genre, and I get it that he's doing multiple projects that are themed, but I feel like the difference back then compared to now was he wasn't always planning things out like that. He kind of just created music as it went, like whatever feels or whatever the emotion was, he would just do it, and then he'll move on to a different track and a different feel. And he was always very versatile like that. And people are trying to tell me this shit. It's like, are you deaf in your ears? Can you like clean up your ears, or like can you, I don't know, maybe give yourself like a flush in your brain, clean out all that dirty debris that's in there, especially with the music that he's dropped. I want to say the past couple of years, it hasn't been the same, man. It hasn't been the same. But it's just funny because they're like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, you need to go listen to this and that. It's like, I'm way ahead of you. I'm pretty sure they've never even checked out this project. And I did this out of willingness because I really wanted to see what this dude was about back in the days. And I think it's pretty cool, man. You know, the fact that he can sing so with so much melody without auto-tune, it's just pretty cool, you know. I don't think this is whack, first and foremost. So that's why it's like I'm questioning, where's all this at? Like, how come he's not bringing this out again? It's just my opinion. But I did like Mr. Peterson intro. It was pretty cool. I like the little skit. This is really where it first starts. He's all about getting the little skits in and really kind of getting the conversations going on. So he's basically walking in as a substitute teacher, and now he's about to give a lesson to his class, which is going to be pretty much this whole project. But we're going to go ahead and move on to track number 2, and this one is titled Beautiful Place. It's a very beautiful song, man.
DJ Ill Will.
Yeah. 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 Love, like Rockstar. Damn, won't you get a hub paradise? Something more than a store with a pair of Nikes that we probably can't afford cause the wearing price. So instead we just window shop. At nighttime gotta keep our windows locked, cause niggas outside with they things on cock. And money so low though they been throwing right. I heard he's saving up for that benzo drop, but if cops lock him down then his ends gon' flop. So the ink from his pen gon' dry, cause when we do the crime everything's blown out. Her proportion, women having abortions, and we as black males should not be blackmailed. We can make planes instead of them crack sales. Think about it, you ruining someone's life, and if they come back, you're doing it to them twice.
It's all gone too soon, just a dream a day, where your clouds ain't gray and you're miles away. So just let your heart take away the pain from your cloudy day, because now you stay in a beautiful place.
Damn, won't you give a man good living, good cooking that ain't coming out of hood kitchen? Build a better community that we could live in. Give us better predicaments that we should have been in. I mean, not all of us bad, some got a good vision, and our role models getting shot up in the hood slipping. The fallouts are poorly seen. How do we graduate if dropouts is all we seen? And when I sleep, the only time that we all for peace. Wish I could wake up and
And it's funny because a couple of things he's saying here, it really is gonna come back to bite him in the ass. Not to be critical of this dude, but you really can't speak about dropouts when you didn't even graduate high school yourself, first and foremost. Second, he talks about, and I want to just bring this up real quick to y'all, since we are in the present day, how he's talking about, you know, selling that white can really ruin someone's life, and coming back and can ruin it twice. He speaks truth there, and I 100% believe he's 100% on board with that. Which is why when I hear lyrics like on Adidas where he's talking about he's got pounds of, you know, pounds of white like it's gonna be snowing on the forecast, like, nah, dude. get off that facade. Like, I don't believe that for a damn second. You wouldn't do that. That's all I'm gonna say.
My pain's all a dream. All the guys, human beings, become all a team. When everybody on the bus, on the car to be in. We need difference in the world. Predominantly, need change more than the Obama speech. We need to listen like the times when our mama speaks, so we can finally expand like we
Let's
gotta
all
be.
go too soon, just a dream a day. Where your clouds ain't gray and you're miles away. So just lay your head, take away the pain from your cloudy day, because now you stay in a beautiful place.
How can we see clearly if the circumstances we've been born into are not as golden as bright as others? How does someone do so right if only seen so wrong? How does a community change for the better to change another community?
He's right.
The answer is one word: self. You see, you must first change yourself.
And this is why I'm not trying to be too critical. I haven't really gotten on this until he really started chasing commercial trends. Like, I don't judge people or hate people because of their circumstances that they were brought in. If you were in a situation where you had to, like, do something to survive, I mean, by all means, you had to survive. You know, obviously, if you could find a better choice or a better way to live, then that's cool. And that's one thing I do respect about this dude, is that he quit the slanging, then actually got an actual job. Then he quit that job and really started pursuing music. You know what I mean? So, like, it's always important to find the best opportunity for yourself. So, I'm gonna go ahead and let him keep
It's a person before you can change someone else or correct anyone on their own problems. Only he without sin has the right to judge someone with sin from their own heart. Some people are good-hearted, some people are bad-hearted. Good and bad people both have the differences. The one thing they have in common is sleep. You see, no matter how long you stay awake, you will always need to sleep. And in that sleep, you then exist in another world, another realm. You will wake up in the morning only to have to go to sleep that same night. And then you exist again in the dream world. Keep the dream alive. Mr. Peterson.
This is gonna be my favorite song off this mixtape. It's just the most powerful in terms of substance. It's definitely the most powerful song on here. It's nothing but positive vibes, and you know, it kind of saddens me now when I think about how the mentality he was back then to compare to how he is now. It's definitely a little bit off, and I'm really dead serious when I really hate to say this, but it's really tough. The toughest thing for a leader is learning to be patient, to get others to understand, you know, because sometimes you could really just be completely blown off by someone who don't really understand where you're coming from or what you're talking about. And when you see things a certain way that most people can't see, and you try to explain that, they get things the wrong way and they're tripping out, when really, you know, all they have to do is freaking listen, you know. All right. It's funny now. I sound like my parents, man, when they talk to me as a kid. But they're not wrong, bro. They're not wrong. And I feel like probably that's just what it is, man. My uncle used to tell me. Actually, I wasn't that bad though, but because my uncle always used to tell me when I was a kid to be a good listener. Always be a good listener, and I did my best. But I feel like sometimes when you're brought up in a situation where you're surrounded by ignorance, you can't help but be that as well. And you know, but you know that person can be different. You just got to give them time and be patient with them. And like I said, that's the most difficult part, time and patience, because you could be good a week, but how you gonna be feeling by the next month? Are you gonna be fed up and tired with this person, or are you gonna be like still in it? I think that's just life for you, bro. That's just life in general. But let me not hold y'all back too much. let's go ahead and get to track number 3. I definitely love Beautiful Place. That, like I said, is my favorite song off this mixtape. Everything he said on here is nothing but positive and truthful vibes, man. Like, I really fucks with that song heavy. That being said, Everything I Ever Wanted, track number 3. Let's get to it.
Oh yeah, 1 out of year, baby. Swiping. It's everything I ever wanted. I let that beat drop clean on your ass, nigga. Remember nights I used to feed for this cash, nigga. It got me feeling like it's everything I ever wanted. It got me feeling like it's everything I ever wanted. It's everything I'm floating, needed no everything I ever wanted, needed, flown it, but never seen it honest. My European mommy probably on a job, nigga. I ain't gon' lie, I'm with some breezies at the spa, nigga. Went to car dealers from niggas sipping malt liquor. Damn, that feeling better than the feeling before. Shout out to Fresco on Umbrella, we did it, we blow. My middle finger to them haters, you can take a picture. I let the instrumental paint the picture. My game doper than a cane smoker. Your favorite artist might be dope, but I remain doper. I say no rappers lean over, cause your lane over. That's lanes for your dame over in my Range Rover. Yes, I'm just super fly with my super duper high. I be running circles with the sleigh, hula hooper fly. Now I'm on the Apex, models on my iTech. How could you be pilot? You didn't even learn to fly. Swave it. I let that beat drop clean on your ass, nigga. Remember nights I used to feed for this cash, nigga. It got me feeling like it's everything I ever wanted. It got me feeling like it's everything I ever wanted. It's everything I'm floating, needed no I'm on my 1-2 covers, they want you. Haters are just confused. Lovers, they love you, but just don't wanna show it. So instead they keep it holding inside they soul and roll it. And the emotions that the haters try to keep inside. Be shouting, nigga, don't watch me, but they be peeping, right? I hit the sand with some hotties, this what the beach is like. Pay my security, nigga, so I don't need to fight. Hand me my mirror, baby. I'm in my tuxedo, Rolls Royce, the buck. We go, re-up, reload, the bucks. We throw the club, these shows, you know. 2 doors, 2 hoes, so 2 doors. So you niggas taking pictures with your new phone. Had fantasy, stunting in them phantom seat buckets. Everyone who hated, regretted, Latoya Luckett. I'm still amazing, still I made it through the buckets of rubbish. So motherfuck it, it's done with sucker, we coming for the game. Beat drop clean on your ass, nigga. Remember nights I used to feed for this cash, nigga. It got me feeling like it's everything I ever wanted. It got me feeling like it's everything I ever wanted. It's everything I'm floating, needed no everything I ever wanted. It's a public service now. Reminding you to keep it straight at all times, baby. I mean, it's not flogging if it's not flogging. Think about it. We rocking clothes we can't pronounce, man. I need an accent to pronounce what I'm wearing right now. Swavy, never rugged, nigga. I mean, if I see you sideline hating because my payment worth more than your faces, you know what I mean? I understand. And I ain't trying to stutter nothing. I'm just keeping it 100 with the thugs and the youngest. Cause something bugging got your main girl wondering. I mean, I might just take her, treat her to some makeup and a little bit of egg and bacon. After that, we shake it. She probably gonna get naked. Oh yeah, Fresco. I let that beat drop clean on your ass, nigga. Remember nights I used to feed for this cash, nigga. It got me feeling like it's everything I ever wanted. It got me feeling like it's everything I ever wanted. It's everything I'm floating, needed no everything I ever wanted. Woo, woo, woo.
feels like as if I'm listening to a different artist, man. It really is. That's why like a time skip can sometimes be so drastic of a change, man. It really can. Some people don't change. Some people stay who they are, and some people just become a different person. But like, this is definitely something I feel like has always been Tory, man. He's not afraid to boast. He's always been confident, always had to believe in himself. And honestly, coming from where he was from, you have to be like that if you're gonna survive, or otherwise, you know, I don't want to really focus on that. But other than that, though, like, that was a pretty good song right there. Everything I ever wanted. A boastful track where he's just going in hard. It is what it is. We're gonna go with, actually, hold up, my thing's tripping. Alright, let me play track number 4, She Used to Be Mine.
Cuff your chick. You used to be mine. Used to be mine. I'm signing this for now. It's a little lady out there. I used to see her. I mean, she used to be mine, right? Used to be mine. Love, DJ, reminiscing on the times we had. You made things fine when the times was bad. I couldn't write a rhyme to define your class, even though I spent time to the time it passed. You used to rack 2 suits, Miss Beautiful, Jimmy Choo shoes, and the kiss you would do. From my heart, girl, you had me from the start. There was something about her, I couldn't live without her. The good love was something you couldn't get me out of. I can't lie, I had my first doubts. I thought that you was too pretty for this to work out. I was surprised how the situation turned out. I guess things ain't the way they seem for what it means. Even though we was only younger teens, you always seem to keep a certain love for me. That's why I'll never know why you set my loving free. Check.
Tell me if I'm wasting time. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Register in your mind. Remembering things we used to do. And they keep bringing me back to you. She used to be my girl. She used to be mine. I said that you were my girl before you met that other guy. She used to be my girl. She used to be mine. Oh my. I said that you were my girl before you met that other guy.
You feel that Alicia Keys soul right there in the hook? My God, that was clean. Man, used to be mine. Like, the way he did that was really smooth, man.
DJ Rockstar. I wish you were here right now, girl. 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 I know that this might take some time, but at least tell me what's on your mind. So many heartaches I keep having, and you know it. Girl, I hate this feeling, but I can't control it. Shorty, girl, I'm down because you ain't around. Oh, well, gone for now. Hope you get this. She used to be my girl. She used to be mine. I said that you were my girl before you met that other guy. She used to be my girl. She used to be mine. Oh my. I said that you were my girl before you met that other guy.
I gotta keep track of that. That's what I was trying to watch. Got caught up in the vibe, man. Probably gonna put this on one repeat, yeah, so that way I can avoid that. She Used to Be Mine, a beautiful, beautiful story right there, man. I like the way he put that together on a smooth New York type beat, man. That was clean. Yeah, the dude spent time in New York, so honestly, like, him getting back to that East Side vibe always is dope. You know what I mean? You can't go wrong with that. And he does it very, very well. He represents New York pretty damn well. But like, the way he sang that hook was just so much soul in it. It was like the vibe, I want to say, is very strong and similar to like Fallen by Alicia Keys. You know what I mean? Like, if he really wanted it to push himself that far, he probably could do that. But like I said, I like his natural vocals, man. His natural vocals are pretty damn dope, man. He's got a lot of soul in himself, man. So I think that's pretty cool. But we're moving on to track number 5, and this one's titled Shot for Later.
DJ Ill Will. Like accent on the couch is how it started out. Set a phone ring, what's this all about? 12 up in the AM, who can be on the phone? Oh, it's my little breezy, say she all alone. Yo, what you doing? Won't you come on over? We can make a movie, TV show like a girl, we can get it on until the vibes are set. We can cuddle down until the vibes are good. Hey, you wanna ride, well, baby, come on board. I give you my game if you get up to school. Bottle of that Ghost is on your counter there. So take a shot for later, get up out of there. Know you at the house, take a shot for later. It's about to go down. Shorty, let me work it out. Shorty got a body, let me work it out. Up until it's sting, we gon' burn it out. Girl, you need a lover, won't you stop playing? Even at the bottom, you my top lady. Girl, we'll do everything that we never did. I promise after this, you'll be fine as rain. Baby girl, I'm hoping you stay true, baby. 'Cause all I wanna do is freak with you, baby. Yeah. Shot for later. It's about to go down. Say, on your body, I'll 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 say.
You looking bad, you looking mean. Damn, look at your body, look at your physique. Damn, you look amazing. Single and you're free. You should be me, baby. You should live me.
Know you at the house, take a shot for later. It's about to go down. It's gonna feel so right. Baby, let me touch you, let me show you, make you feel like you should feel. For real. Let me make you feel right. Let me make you feel like. Let me make you feel like you. Touch me, you just wanna me. I just wanna make you feel good. I just wanna make you feel so good. To the point where you know what to do.
Come here, baby. Right here. Yeah. That's it.
Well,
Classic.
And there you guys have it. I like this. It's a smooth, serenading R&B track right here. Definitely is going to be a, what's the word I'm looking for? A foreshadowing to, I want to say, 2 episodes down the road. I'm really debating whether I should pull Chicks Tapes aside as its own series, or I should just include it all together. Because right after Mr. Peterson, the next project that he dropped was Chicks Tape 1. And the way he sings on here is definitely something that he will bring back more often on the first OG Chicks Tape. But with that being said, we're going to move on to track number 6. And this one's titled Thank You Mama.
Remember, yeah. DJ Will. Remember my first day of school, my mom's made it cool. She had me looking real fresh with the latest shoes. I had a Nike tie and a day and suit, so you ain't gotta guess who it's dedicated to. Mama, you the one I need. Ain't another woman that's as beautiful as she. Said if it was from my mom, I never could go wrong. And that's the whole reason why I wrote this song, to say, hey, hope you know what I'm doing. I hope that you can hear me from over the moon. And I'm thinking back, do you remember that? I said, hey, your mom hating on my backpacks. You went to Walmart and got me some new shit. The bag that all the kids would drool if I went to school in. I said if it was from my mom, I never could go wrong. And that's the whole reason why I wrote this song, to say, thank you, mama. Thank you, mama. Thank you, mama. Thank you, mama. DJ Rockstar. My first training wheels, my mom's paid the bill. Real happy all the time, how she made me feel. And we ain't never been rich, but she paid the bill. And anything I ever wanted, she can make it real. Mama kept it so real. Us against the world, then we tell them, oh well. I be like, oh hell no. You talk about my mom, it's about to be on in the school, y'all. I gotta thank my mom for all the things she did. Sitting reminiscing all the things you said. If it was from my mom, I never could go wrong. And that's the whole reason why I wrote this song, to say, thank you, mama. Thank you, mama. Thank you, mama. Thank you, mama. Yeah. Oh man, I wish you could see me right now. Doing such great things. I love it. Rest in peace, Luella Peterson. Y'all always stay in my heart.
This was for my mom. I just wish that I could see you once more. Just one more time. I missed you so,
Song bringing tears to my eyes, man.
So.
You got a mother out there, treat her with respect. Cause when she's gone, it's a different feeling. Thank you, mama. Thank you, mama. Thank you, mama. Thank you, mama.
That's some real stuff right there, man. 100%. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this video right here. 6 tracks in. I'll go ahead and cover the last 6 tracks of this mixtape in the next video. But yeah, this is definitely a deep track. For those who really ever wanted to hear Tory really talk about his mom and go deep about it, he does it right here on this track in Mr. Peterson. So like, feel free to visit it, man, because this is a really nice track to play, especially if you get into an argument with your mom or if it's Mother's Day and you really need to remind yourself. But honestly, like, Mother's Day should be every day. Like, that's an everyday thing. I don't believe that you should just make one special day dedicated to your parents. You know, like, you should love them no matter what. But yeah, this song is a good reminder for me too, so that way whenever I be tripping and, you know, me and my mom don't see eye to eye or something like that, I'll remember this song and remember the things that she did for me, that she helped me out with, man. But yeah, like my condolences goes to Tory and his family though, like, especially like losing your mom at a young age, bro. Like, that's just fucked up, man. It is, straight up. But yeah, I mean, he definitely made it for what it's worth. He definitely made, you know, a career out of himself, which is why, like, I'm very heavily critical of, like, the stuff he's been dropping, man. Because I really do think this guy, if he wants to, really puts his focus in, you know, and just stay on his craft, really. He has some unique songs, man. He really can be the greatest. If he wants to be the greatest artist, he can be the greatest artist, but he has to first and foremost really be believing in that, you know what I mean? And not feel like he has to settle for less and take cheap chump change, you know? That's all really what I'm about. And if you don't understand that, then obviously you're on the wrong channel and you need to get the fuck out of here. Simple as that. So, nothing further need to be said. I'll see y'all in the next video. Deuces.